Shri Patro, Shri Sunil Verma, Deputy Comptroller and Auditor General of India, Shri Shankar Agarwal, Shri Tyagi, friends. It is a wonderful opportunity to be here with you, and I thank VARIndia for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts. Energy, as everybody realizes, is at the heart of much of our developmental processes, and at the same time, it is also one of the major barriers to our development because of a number of reasons, including environmental challenges, economic challenges, and the sheer challenge of bringing an adequate amount of fuel and electricity to you, to your homes, to your factories. Within this context, energy efficiency becomes important. It makes economic sense. If you choose a more efficient bulb or a more efficient building, it brings down your energy bills. It pays for itself. Yet, there are many places where we find that opportunities go begging. What is it that we can do? The Government of India has passed the Energy Conservation Act, which amongst other things calls for standard and labeling of appliances and equipment. What that does is create a framework within which there are the appliances that are available, everything from refrigerators and air conditioners to laptop computers, are labeled so you know how efficient they are and can choose one accordingly. There is the Energy Conservation Building Code, so that buildings that are built are designed to consume less energy than they would otherwise. Typically, the use of the code reduces the energy consumption by half. We have been working with data centers to see how data centers can be designed, including the choice and the placement of servers, so that the entire energy use can be reduced. And the third is reducing energy consumption in industry itself. Industry is risk averse to the adoption of new technologies. Now, as we go about this, we realize that the first thing that manufacturers of energy using equipment did was, in a sense, to reduce waste. If you had a big water heater, you would install a lot of insulation around it to prevent the loss of heat. Those kinds of things. The second generation was that you would put a more efficient compressor, use better materials, reduce weight. But as we come to the third generation, ICT becomes essential. Let me give you an example. In this room, there is a huge amount of lights. It's a different matter whether there is more light that we need. We won't go into it today. But whether you are in your office or in your home, you can choose which part of the home or your room you want lighted. That is where you are sitting. You only switch on that light. Is that possible with air conditioning? Not today. But with the use of ICT, it is possible to control air conditioning so that the amount of air conditioning that is delivered is not always the same, but depends on the outside environment, depends on where people are, depends on what is the need. Clearly, a need for a person is different from a need for equipment. Similarly, if we go into industry, we find that loads increase or decrease. We find that the quality of the raw material coming in changes. The final product being made, the mix changes. Entire industry doesn't have to be closed down, readjusted, and restarted. With the use of ICT, it is possible that we can get the energy efficiencies that are needed while the industry is in operation. In other words, across the sectors, there is a huge potential for the use of IT, of information technologies to be able to manage these processes. But it's not a one-way street. Very much as Mr. Shankar Agarwal mentioned, the most important thing is feedback. Today, as we look at the distribution of electricity around the city, the first step, of course, is I should be able to switch on and switch off electricity supply where I want. But I also want those devices to tell me what is the quality there, what is the need there, so that I can get a feedback. This obviously is the first basis of a smart grid. As we move ahead, we are finding that the integration of information technologies is occurring across the energy efficiency spectrum. How can this be accelerated? This is an area of discussion with you. I was talking to Mr. Tyagi just now, the director of CDOT, and I was telling him that one of our challenges is the production of fans which are much more efficient. Fans in India are extremely inefficient, but we would like them to be more efficient. We are ready to give an incentive, but if we want to give an incentive for a super efficient fan, I must know that the fan that has been sold is actually super efficient. How do I do that? IT is the only way. And we look forward for opportunities like this to work with you on innovative projects which help create a better delivery of energy and thereby enhance energy efficiency. I thank you for this opportunity and look forward to being able to work with you today, tomorrow, and the day after. Thank you.